Welcome back to my channel MCQ with Tuktuk. In this video, we shall see 30 important computer related questions. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Let's start without wasting our time. Question number 1. Which key is used to refresh a web page in most browsers? When you want to refresh your web page in most of the browsers, you have to use a key that is F5. Our next question, which part of computer stores the BIOS setting? Where is the BIOS setting stored in our computer? It is not RAM, not hard disk, not cache, it is CMOS. Our next question, what is the smallest unit of data of a computer? This is bit. Bit is the smallest unit of data in a computer and 8 bits make 1 byte and kilobyte and nipple are defined units, but the smallest unit is bit. Our next question, which Microsoft Office application is primarily used for creating databases? For creating databases, we have to use MS Access. Excel is a spreadsheet, Word is a word processor, and PowerPoint is a presentation tool. We have to use MS Access. Our next question, which command is used in Windows to open the Run dialog box? That is Windows key plus R. Our next question, which programming language is known as the mother of all languages? That is C. Which port is used by HTTP protocol? That is 443. Which type of printer uses toner? Toner is used by which kind of printer? Inkjet, dot matrix. The right answer is laser printer. Our next question, which type of computer memory is non-volatile and can be electrically raised and reprogrammed? That is flash memory. Which Excel function returns the highest value in a range? That is max. Max will return you the highest value in a range. You can use the large function also, but in large function you can use one more parameter to know which largest value you want, the second largest, the third largest or the first largest. But max will return you only the highest value. What does URL stand for? URL stand for Uniform Resource Locator. Which keyboard shortcut is used to paste in Windows? In Windows, as well as some applications like MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, you have to use Ctrl V for pasting. And it is not Ctrl P. Ctrl P is used for print and Ctrl V for paste. You should also know that Ctrl X, Ctrl C are same in Word, Excel, PowerPoint. That is copy and cut. Our right answer here is Ctrl V for paste. Which computer virus disguises itself as legitimate software? That is Trojan horse. Which protocol is used to transfer file over the internet? That is FTP. FTP is used for transferring files over the internet. Which Excel function is used to count cells that contain number or text? You see here, it is asking you to count the number as well as text. To count the numbers only, you have to use the count functions, and to count the numbers or text, you have to use count if. You have to use count a function. Count if function is used for counting the cell based on some conditions, and all of you know that. Our next question, what does GUI stand for in computing? That is graphical user interface. Our next question, which company developed the Windows operating system? It is very easy question. Windows was developed by Microsoft. Question number 18. Which network device works on the data link layer of the OSI model? The answer is switch. Switch works on the data link layer on OSI model. Our next question, which programming language is primarily used for statistical computing and graphics? The name of that language is R. Our next question, which command is used to delete a file permanently in Windows by bypassing the recycle bin? That is, you don't want to store it in the recycle bin. Then you have to press Shift plus Delete. In case you select a file and press Shift and Delete, you cannot get the file. But if you simply delete the file, you will get the file in the recycle bin. Our next question, which Excel function combines text from multiple cells to one cell? That is concatenate function. Which programming language that is known for its use in artificial intelligence is Python. It is not C, it's not HTML, it's not PHP. Which storage device has no moving parts? That is SSD. Which Windows feature allows restoring system files to previous state? That is system restore. Which Excel functions rounds a number to the nearest integer? That is round function. Which computer port is used to connect external displays? That is HDMI. Our next question, what is the full form of PDF? That is portable document format. Our next question, which programming language runs directly in the browser without a plugin? The language that runs on the web browser is JavaScript. Which Excel functions count the number of cells that meet specific conditions? I told it before also, that is count if. Count is to count only the numeric, count A for counting the numeric as well as text, count blank will count only the blank, but count if will count the cells with a specific condition. The last question in this video is, which Windows shortcut locks the computer? To lock the computer, Windows key plus L. You press Windows key plus L, it will lock your computer. These were the 30 most important questions related with computers. Thank you all for being with me. See you all in my next video. Please subscribe, share and like this video. Bye bye.